Hi, welcome back to Third Rate Content. Today we're back in Shrewsbury and we're going to go have a look through those beautiful blue gates painted by a viewer's husband at one point, and we're going to go and look at the quarry, cover some of the ground we didn't cover back in the Dingle video back several months ago, and look at some of the points of interest that are there to see in the quarry, as well as look at the very coming to a climax preparations for the flower show, which is coming up this weekend, which, depending on when this video is posted, could have been, it probably will have been by the time this video is posted, but exactly when, not sure, but it'll date the video nicely. So buckle up and I'll see you out here. So as you can see, this balustrade overlooking the quarry and the preparations for the Horticulture Society's flower show coming up, but it was actually donated by the Shropshire Horticultural Society in 1906. Yeah, so a lot of the things in the quarry, like the dingle and things around there, sort of dated to the 1870s, 1879, when the quarry was first sort of inaugurated as the town's pleasure park known as the Quarry. Of today's war memorials, this striking marble memorial commemorating the Crimean War. Crimea War and the war in South Africa, very much imperial colonial wars. Once again presented by the Shropshire Horticulture Society, 1881. So we're walking into the quarry and you're greeted by three paths. Two of them actually closed off today due to the preparations for the flower show, but you can go round them, which we will. So directly on your right as you walk in is the Quarry Lodge, and it was donated to Shrewsbury Corporation in 1886, that looks like. So it was all late 1800s we were getting these, but this mock Tudor, very much Victorian mock Tudor, black and white kind of mini mansion. I've never noticed this before. I don't know if it's been put here temporarily for the flower show or if it's been here for years, but whatever it is, it's nice that they've linked it up with the lodge. Yeah, it is very temporary indeed, despite its looks. So just looking down the natural bowl of the quarry, you get like live music events sort of at the bottom, as it's like a natural stage, but it was quarried between sort of 1300s and 1500s, and it was known as the wet quarry for clay and such, and it was liable to flood, which it still is at the bottom because it's low lying. Yeah, so second war memorial today. This is the World War I, World War II war memorial. It commemorates obviously those who fell in the Great War and World War II. The bronze statue of St. Michael was done by A-G-Y-on. Then this classical Greek style canopy with 6 pillars was done in Portland stone by George Hubbard and Sons. Getting all this information just off this it's actually beautiful in its own right. Bronze inlay into the currently on here inlaid. You've got the county symbols, regimental KLSI symbols, and also apparently the Code de Guerre is on here as well. I'm not sure, but I can see it, but if anyone knows, do comment please. It really helps. It's definitely the KLSI one. We've identified that positively. But the Code de Guerre, it's quite a coincidence that we're seeing it here, because just recently I had some monumental family news. Yeah, just while we've got St. Michael in the background, yeah, I had some major sort of war ancestor news on my dad's side. Yeah, one of our relatives, my dad's granddad's brother, so my great uncle, turns out he was a major war hero in World War One. He survived it as well, and he won top class Code de Guerre, and he won the top medal under the Victoria Cross. It's so recent that I learnt that I can't remember, but I am sort of planning doing a video on it maybe at some point, but I'm just working out how to do it in the best way and most tastefully. But yeah, it's funny seeing that Code de Guerre down here today. Third-rate coincidences. Just going to head down what is known as Central Avenue, but was named Gloucester Avenue after the Duchess of Gloucester when she visited here in honour of her. And you see the quarry is well bestowed or festooned with lime trees, avenues of them that give very welcome shade on sunny days like today. But this is actually the second generation of lime trees. Yeah, and it was Percy Thrower, the superintendent of the Quarry Park in the 1970s, who had them pulled down and replaced because they had grown so much over the years. They'd grown to 40 feet in some cases, I think even more, and they were almost unmanageable. And tragically, very tragically, a branch fell off, a dead branch fell off and actually killed a young girl. And so Percy Thrower did the right thing and had them all pulled down, like I said, and replaced. And that's why Percy Thrower, he got the job done. Yeah, do you know what? It's probably the same for a lot of people who live in Shrewsbury. I have never paid to go to the flower show, but I have been, I think, twice. I was working there about 7 years ago, 6-7 years ago, and then one time some neighbours who displayed at the flower show got us free tickets, and that was the only times I went. You can see the very ornate Victorian bandstand, again donated to the quarry in, I think, 1879, when Shropshire Shrewsbury Horticultural Society had all their ornamental gardens opened and beds planted, and very much became the quarry we know today. I remember being very much embarrassed by this statue as a young child. Strange kid. The Quarry Park, Shrewsbury. Let's go for a bit of a tour. Yeah, there's Shrewsbury School. We are actually going to do a video on that, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. Yeah, here just opposite Shrewsbury School boathouse was one of the ferries over to that side of Shrewsbury. Obviously predated the Kingsland Footbridge, which is behind the trees up there. Yeah, so it had 2 ferries operating up to 1900. It's just a bit of Kingsland Bridge there, the toll bridge. Has featured on the bridges of Shrewsbury a long time ago. Yeah, so this little curiosity in the quarry is known as Harley Stone. You know, you could walk past it and not really know what it was. Let me tell you the story behind it. Yeah, when the land here in the quarry was sold off to the Horticulture Society for the to make a pleasure park in the late 1700s, plots of land which had been used for grazing, grazing ground previously, were sold off one by one, but one family did not want to sell. Yeah, the Harley family held out, and they were the last. Apparently they lived near Bicton, just outskirts of Shrewsbury, and they used to tie their flock or their herd to this very rock, and they could only graze as far as the rope, which apparently wasn't that far. It was only like there. Take my word for it. But yeah, and they held out. You know, there's always one family. And I don't quite know how it has resolved, actually. Yeah, it was 16 yards from this stone. Yeah, no trip to the quarry wouldn't be complete without a trip to the dingle. And we didn't really feature this fountain or the gardens, the Ornate Gardens laid by Percy Thrower. We didn't do them justice last time, so let's right that wrong. Yeah, last time we saw this guy, back in February, I think it was, or April, there was daffodils around, and time moves on. But let's go see these gardens and beds in their absolute prime with the flower show coming up. Going to be looking at their best. Resplendent, I think the word is. Magnificent. Adjectives are failing me. I mean, that grass is so manicured. I just don't think I've ever seen more manicured grass. It almost doesn't look real, but it is. I know it is, because this is the Quarry Park, world of miracles, gardening miracles. And the smell in here is just fantastic, as you would probably imagine, but that words and even visuals fail it, really. Yeah, fragrant, that's a word I'd use to describe it in here. But it really is something. And in a way, I'm glad we came back to feature it in its yearly prime. As you can see, it's like in a sunken bowl. Yeah, I never quite caught this one in the last video properly. Just wondered what it was. Ship. Obviously shells and star. Very naval. That's sated my curiosity. So just made our way from the dingle, across the main sort of grassy bit in the quarry. As I said, a natural bowl. And this is, as you can see by the chairs, where they'll be having the entertainments come Saturday and Friday for the flower show. And the Horticultural Society still going today, very strongly. This is their exclusive members pavilion, the place to be at the flower show. Yeah, and a visit to the quarry wouldn't be complete without a look at Port Hill Footbridge. Built with donations from the residents of Port Hill, who obviously wanted a footbridge to make life easier. I don't blame them, and I thank them. It was built. Yeah, it was built with donations in 1923. Very ornate, very pretty. Has featured in the Bridges of Shrewsbury videos. But those videos were very old, and I'm asking you to watch something that I haven't watched myself since I very started this channel, started editing and releasing videos, when I really think don't know what I'm doing now. I really didn't know what I'm doing then. So I might well cover these bridges again in more detail. But anyway, thank you for watching to the end of today's video. But obviously with Port Hill just over our shoulder there, it sort of asked the question, when are we going to cover Copthorne, Port Hill and that area? I think there'll be a few interesting things if we, with Frankwell, that we can get maybe for a video. It does leave that question, so I think we're going to cover it up there at some point. And just over my shoulder, the boathouse, public house. You get nice meals there as well, and as you can see, very popular in the sunshine today. But anyway, thanks for watching to the end. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, please comment. I do love a good comment and I read them all. And please hit the notification bell if you'd like to stay up to date on the latest third-rate happenings. So anyway, if I don't see you soon, I'll see you 3 times as soon. Third-rate content, signing out.